Speaking of Donald Trump, last night, the two heads of state of the conservative movement got together on the Bill O'Reilly program. I'm speaking, of course, of Bill O'Reilly and Donald Trump, the two titans. They share milkshakes together.
Except I still have my family.
Bill O'Reilly's got a lot more time to go out for milkshakes because his family doesn't like him anymore. And look, there are times when my family's really annoyed with me. Now, I don't choke anybody around the house, but that's not the point. Here they are tackling an important issue that is the high rate of unemployment in amongst African American youth in particular.
What's your message to African Americans?
My message is I'm going to bring jobs back, Bill.
Jobs.
My message is I'm bringing jobs back to the country. And they're going to have jobs because right now we don't have jobs. China has the jobs. Mexico has the jobs. Japan has the jobs. Everybody has the jobs. We don't have the jobs.
Pause. The Mexicans, they got all the jobs. That's why the only reason why people would come here to vote.
I have 10 jobs. When am I going to have time to go do voter fraud, man?
Jobs have been taken out of the United States like we're a bunch of babies.
Okay,
like
so it's an economic play. But what about the grievance industry run by your friend Al Sharpton, where, not only do you have to bring prosperity to all Americans, not just blacks, but we owe them. We owe the African Americans because of the historical atrocities that they've had to live through, their families, their ancestors. Well, how are you going to deal with that?
Well, I think we're going to do fine. Again, I think that...
But what are you going to tell them when that comes up?
And you're going to start to see it. I'm telling you, it's an economic message.
Pause
if you look...
So here's Bill O'Reilly going like, hey, I'm trying to be as bigoted as I can, and I'm trying to serve you up to say something bigoted. Why are you acting like you don't understand what I'm talking about? And Trump, to his credit, he's just like, what are you talking about? We were talking about jobs, and you're talking about Al Sharpton? I don't get it. I'm going to give everybody jobs. I'm running for office, so I'm going to promise everybody jobs. I'm going to make America great again. What are you talking about? And here's Bill O'Reilly. He wants to hear that soundbite.
Look at President Obama. He's been a president for almost 8 years. It will be 8 years. You have with black youth, with African American youth, you have a 59% unemployment. With people of prime age, it's much higher.
But how are you going to get jobs for them? Many of them are ill-educated and have tattoos on their foreheads. And how are you going to? And I hate to be generalized about it, but it's true. If you look at all the educational statistics, how are you going to give jobs to people who aren't qualified for jobs?
We're going to bring jobs back. We're going to have Apple computers made in this country, not just...
But you have to have skills to make Apple computers. Yeah, and the educational systems... What?
We will get the skills and we'll develop the skills. We have an incredible population and they don't have the jobs. Our good jobs are going to China. They're going to Mexico.
There you go. But I hate to generalize, but I mean, they're all dumb and got tattoos. The black people.
On their faces.
I went up. Do you remember that clip of him, like when he was talking like, I went up to Sylvia's up in Harlem. And people weren't like, mofo this, mofo that.
I used to play that at the end of every single Bill O'Reilly segment I did, just as a callback, an ongoing callback.
Here's the problem is that, and I think, this is sort of a broken record. But when your family rejects you, when your kids say, we don't want anything to do with you, we don't want you to even have visiting rights if we could have, your wife leaves you because you're an a-hole, a lot of times you're looking for somebody to blame. You can't blame your kids. So the fault is these black guys with tattoos who are just uneducated. You can't even give them jobs. You can't even give them jobs, Donald Trump. Have a sip of my milkshake.
That was all the Trump just powering through. Totally on message.
That was...
How am I going to bring jobs? By bringing jobs.
Of course.
How much more do I need to spell this out for you? I can see why your wife left you.
It's, wow. I don't know if Bill O'Reilly was like, I'm going to see if I can get him to say something racist. I mean, I'll say something racist, and then I'll just say, like, come on in, the water's good.
Welcome back to The Factor. I'll say something racist, but will Donald Trump say something racist as well?
In the memo tonight,
In the memo tonight,
I
black
said
guys.
something racist.
Face
And
tattoo.
they got tattoos on their. Where does Bill O'Reilly go? Like, what is he doing? He's just watching. I think like Bill O'Reilly might just stay at home and just rewatch Dinesh D'Souza's promo for his movie over and over again. Like, oh, I see these big black guys with tattoos on their face.
Load World Star up for me again. World Star, World Star, World Star.
Let's go.
Look, if you can have 666 etched into your forehead, you're going to work at an Apple plant.
Hi, I'm Sam Seder, and this is an Ann Coulter doll.
You should not be immigrating here. Stay in your country and hate us.
For smart progressive talk and a little bit of this and even a little bit of that.
Mission accomplished.
Subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook to get some of our best video clips.